So today we're going over a full body workout using tubes or resistance bands to help improve sciatica. So Shelby here is here to help me, and we're going to be using these tubes to help not only nourish the nerve, but improve the strength around the nerve in the environment in which it lives. And so it's going to be safe and effective. We're going to go over exactly what you should be doing, and I'll put the reps and sets in the description as well as the link to the tubes. But these tubes are going to help us generate some strength and resistance so we can help improve the sciatic nerve pain. So I know we said we're going to use a tube, but this first exercise we're going to use without it just to warm up the nerve in the system. So we always want to warm up this to set our intention. We're going to improve the environment of the nerve, but let's warm up the nerve and lower back first. And so we're going to go on our first exercise, which is going to be laying on your belly. So you can use your bed or the floor. Shelby's going to be on the floor here. She's going to be doing a press up to a downward dog. And so what I like about this is that she's going to get into extension, warm up the joints in her back, and then she's going to go right down into flexion of her lower back, but also nourishing the nerves here. So go back down. She's going to do 5 repetitions here, pressing up, gaining a little bit of extension, going down, and then she's going to stick her butt in the air and drive those heels to the ground to feel that nerve pull all the way down. If you're feeling this pull from your hamstring, glute into the calf, that is your sciatic nerve. There is no muscle that is that long. And so when I'm working with patients, I'm encouraging them to feel it all the way down, the 2 different joints there, because I know that is the sciatic nerve. So before we get into the bands, we're going to warm up the system, and she's going to complete her last rep here to know that this back is going to be nice and loosened up and her sciatic nerve is going to be ready to start feeling better. So now we're going to start with the bands. And so grab your tube, make sure you have the handles on it. Try to use a medium to light resistance. We're not trying to break records here. We just want to encourage the system. And so I'm going to have Shelby grab the handles, and then she's going to step on that band. It's going to be on the arch of her foot. Good. Actually, we're going to grab lower than the handles to make sure that we get a good tension in the band right at that knot of the band, because she can still maintain grip but not feel like it's going to fall out of her hand. So on the stance leg in which the band is under the foot, she's going to keep that planted, and then she's going to keep her back straight and this leg straight and start going down into the RDL. Yep, that's perfect, and then come back up. It's not a big range of motion. She did really good there because we're not trying to go as far as you can, but what we want to do is start to feel the little stretch into the nerve, the back, and the glute. She's going to take her time with this. It is a balance exercise and a strength exercise, and so she is going to get some work into the leg that she's standing on. This is where the sciatic nerve exits. So she's going to do 10 reps here. I usually do 12, but I'm going to be nice today. We're going to do 10. She's going to feel it even more, and she's doing really good not to round her back. That's the biggest mistake that I see my patients make, is that they're going to start rounding this lower back to get further down. The goal is not to get further down. The goal is to feel the work in the hamstring, the glute, and the sciatic nerve. And so we warmed up the nerve, and now we're strengthening everything in which the nerve lives.
Sorry?
You feel it?
Yes.
Yeah, good. So she's going to switch legs, be in the same position there. And to feel it more, what she would do is just grab further down on the band. She doesn't have to do that. And so for this one here, so she's rounding a little bit there. So I'll just tell her to keep her shoulders back and go down right there, come back up. So as soon as you feel like things are rounding, that's when you stop. If you're not sure, record yourself, take a picture of yourself. You really want to keep a nice straight line there. And so she is working her sciatic nerve that runs all the way from her back, glutes, and goes down the calf. You probably saw the drawing on her hamstring here, right? That is the nerve. So she got a little bit tired, the form compromised a little bit, and that's a perfect time to rest. If you feel like your form is giving up or it's not great, just rest, just take your time. There's no records, there's nothing to gain by doing more. No pain, no gain is not a saying that we use. So if you feel any of your sciatic nerve stuff or back pain, just make sure you do your favorite stretch in between these exercises, but you'll do a couple sets of 10 on each side. And now we're going to move on to our next one. So you're going to use this band and you're going to hook it on your door or something sturdy that you can wrap it around. If you get these bands, they come with an attachment that you can link into your door. You don't have to use that, but just use something sturdy so this band isn't going to come flinging back at you, right? You want to be safe. I'm going to loop this over here. And then what she's going to do is she's going to stand back kind of in this direction. She's going to grab with one hand, and then she's going to get a little bit of a sport ready position, and then she is going to engage her core and pull with just one hand down. Yep. And what she is going to feel is she's going to feel her core really fire up because her body's going to want to rotate, and we're resisting that rotation. Not only are you working your core, but you're working your back muscles at the exact same time. We're all about being efficient and effective. And so we want to build her strength here, but we also want to do it in a way that's going to be quick, and we don't have to do a gazillion repetitions, but we could just be effective in what we're trying to do. Feel it?
I do.
She has perfect posture right now. She has good posture. She's feeling it in her back. She doesn't have to pull her arm that far back if she doesn't want to. The intention here is to really feel that core firing up. And if I feel it, it is rock solid. So we're going to do the full repetitions, which is going to be good. She's going to pull. Perfect. And so if any of this flares up your back pain or sciatica stuff, just take a break, do a stretch, and then come back to it. You don't want to give up on it if there is a little bit of discomfort. We just want to listen to and learn your body. And if you have any specific questions, leave them underneath the description in the comments. I will get back to you. Like, these are questions that should be answered. So in a traditional situation, I'd probably have her do 2 sets of 10 on each side, or 12. That's the perfect number. But for time and just giving her a break, we're gonna move on to the next one. So you're gonna keep that attachment. She is going to come and face you guys. She's gonna be in a sport ready position. She's gonna lower that band down just a little bit, and then she's gonna take a step in that direction to the left. What she is gonna feel is a ton of work into this arm, and this core is gonna be like, ugh, it's gonna be, you're gonna feel it. Yeah, you can feel your core here, and you're resisting that rotation and the pull from the band. So she should feel that, right? You feel that? We're gonna do a good 30-second hold here. With sciatica and lower back pain, there is an increase of pressure on the nerve in the disc if you hold your breath. And so one of the tests that I use when I'm treating patients is like, I'll have them hold their breath and bear down. If they have pain, that's a sign of sciatica. For exercise, we're not going to hold our breath. We don't want to unnecessarily increase that pressure in our body. Good, and so what she would do is she would do 30 seconds twice on each side. And to get the other side, she would just turn around and face me and step in that direction and resist that rotation. Yep, same thing here. Establish yourself, rock solid there. The smaller the step, the easier it will be to hold that resistance. She should feel this now into this side of her core, and she's gonna feel her arm fire up to maintain that position. She's doing good to keep good posture, engage that belly, and just feel good along the way. 30-second hold. You're gonna maintain that. If you can't do 30 at first, do 10. It doesn't matter. Like, just get into that position, take a smaller step if you need to, but build up to it. I promise you, if you do this workout routine 2 to 3 times a week for a month, you're going to improve your strength. There's no doubt about it. Like, I have never seen a patient not improve their strength by doing these things. So we're gonna continue on to the next one now. This is the shoulder extension. Full body workout for sciatica is gonna be upper back, lower back, and glutes. So we're working all of those today. You're gonna have palms down here. Good. She's gonna stand super tall, and then she's going to pull her arms down to her side. Perfect. And so she has great range of motion here. She's going up and down. Yep. And this one will be 2 sets of 12. She's at like 4 reps right now. So what I tell my patients is good posture, pull those shoulder blades back, and just think about engaging your back muscles all the way through. This is working the entire lats that go from your shoulder all the way down to your lower back. All of these attached to the lower back and hips, because we're trying to improve your total body while you have sciatica and low back pain. Good? Feel good? So again, 2 sets of 12 for that is a great place to be. Now for our last one, we're gonna do a little bit of more upper body strengthening. You're gonna stand on the band, palms out, nice and tall, and then she's gonna curl up and do a bicep curl. It's pretty good here, good. And I would just challenge her to be slow and controlled. 2 sets of 12, we're improving the biceps, we're gonna be doing a little bit of upper body strengthening, but at the same time, you are getting some lower back work when you do this. And like the row exercise we did, to get even more lower back work, you could just alternate sides. You could do left arm, then right arm, left arm, then right arm. But again, we're gonna do 2 sets of 12 here. She's going to feel that good contraction into her biceps. And if we did this with Shelby 3 times a week for the next month, I bet you next time she wouldn't even be shaking. She would be perfect during this. How'd that feel?
Awesome.
Good. So this is a good workout routine for tubes or exercise bands that you can attach to your door or just around something sturdy. You can increase resistance over time. You can increase repetitions over time. But I do recommend you be in that 12 to 15 reps or 30-second hold on the press. And that will improve your back pain and sciatica over time. So if you guys have any questions, please leave them underneath the description. The link to this will be in the description. But as always, guys, stay healthy, keep moving, and take care of yourself.